Okay.
Is it on? Hello, YouTube. I'm doing my requisite self-injection video since I don't really have anything to say lately. I am, let's see, almost 9 months on testosterone, if you include the 1 month break. I haven't noticed too many changes lately. I think, definitely my sideburns are coming in strong. I'm still struggling to grow a real beard here. I don't know if that's probably just mostly my genetics. Body's kind of leveling out. So, basically what you need is clean hands, which I just washed, alcohol preps, a needle, and a syringe. I use a 23 gauge by 1 inch because I do the thigh, because I can't reach my butt. And then the good stuff. So right now I'm doing bi-monthly injections, which is 1 injection every 2 weeks, 200 milligrams, which would average to 100 a week. I think the weekly injections are probably better from a medical standpoint, but I just don't really like injecting. So the first thing you do is you make sure to clean your vial, and the most important part about any sanitation of a surface is friction. So I rub it for a good 20 seconds, and then most people don't know this, but if you don't allow something to air dry, you're not actually killing the germs. So I'm giving it a moment to air dry, and while I do that, use my monkey hands and open this. So what I always do is I make sure my lure lock, which is the lock that locks into the needle, is tightened all the way. And since I have a self-capping needle, I hold the cap down so that I don't pull the sheath over. And then in order to get your vial not to leak, you should inject the amount of air into the vial that you're planning to pull of the substance. So for me, that would be 1 milliliter. And then that's it. And now for the longest, most tedious part of the process, which is waiting for the testosterone, which is a steroid substance, basically meaning it's a fat, to draw up through the needle. So I do the milk method, which means I kind of use my plunger and continue to pull back until I get the desired amount. And once you start getting a little bit back, you can kind of wait and let it fill. A lot of people will use like an 18 gauge needle to pull up their injection and then inject with the 23. But I'm not gonna lie, I find that wasteful because medical products are really expensive, and I'm a nurse. I work at a hospital. I see the giant bins of medical waste, and it kind of drives me crazy that I have to be part of making more waste in this world in order to fulfill one of my life needs. But I guess it would be no different if I were a diabetic or something, right? Alright. Sorry this takes so long. Getting there. So what's up in my world while this draws up? I interviewed for the emergency room where I'm working. I have a follow-up interview coming up. Hopefully I'll be an ER nurse soon, which I feel would be a good accomplishment for me. Otherwise, I've sort of put my plans to return to school on a temporary hold because I'm not able to get financing right now. Hopefully I'll be able to get scholarships because that's pretty much going to be the only way I'll be able to do it. And now I have a good 1 milliliter. So what I do is I pull back slowly so I don't bend my needle, and then I put a small air bubble, losing some tea there, in order to seal the shot into the muscle. And then I recap while I prepare my leg surface. Recapping, placing down. My discard bottle here. And get my Band-Aid ready. I personally prefer the camo Band-Aids. I'm a couple days late on this shot, which is a shame because I think people should be really adamant about being prompt with their injections, but do as I say, not as I do. All right, and then pardon me, everybody. You can see my naughty bits here. Not really, just boxers. So I do thigh to thigh, and then my mom will do injections on my buttocks when I see her, because she's also a nurse and I don't really trust anybody else to inject. So I sanitize a large surface area because it takes me a minute to choose the area that I like, and I do that mostly by palpation because I've hit a vein a couple times and it's freaky shit. Freaky shit. Which is sort of stupid because I'm a nurse and I've hit veins on all kinds of things and it shouldn't really be that creepy, but everything's creepier when it's yourself. So my method of choice is called the Z-track, and what that means is that you pull back the muscle tissue as you inject, and when you pull out, you release, and it will seal in the substance so that you're not getting as much waste. Again, with the uncapping here, to be very careful with these needles. And I think I'm gonna go right here because I don't think I've hit there lately. I feel for pieces of scar tissue. All right, and I inject slow. I think the best way to go is fast, like a dart, but I'm a wimp. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Ugh. I didn't do it because I felt myself hitting a vein. If you feel like a sharp pain, that means you're hitting a vein, so pull right out before you continue to puncture. So that just means select another site. You should probably change your needle, but I'm not going to. All right. 1, 2, 3. So you don't have to advance all the way just till you feel yourself pop into a muscle. And some people aspirate back, but research indicates that that's not really necessary. So what I'm doing right now is I'm pushing the testosterone, which again is a fatty substance, so it's going to take me a moment to get it all in. And I'm pulling back on the muscle as I'm doing this so that it tracks in. And then the way that I know that I'm complete is that I feel the little bubble that I put in before I injected kind of release there. And then pull out, pull back. Shouldn't really get too much blood. Seal with a Band-Aid. Can't believe I hit a vein on video. At least I didn't rupture it. And that's pretty much it. One step closer to being a man. I'm done.